made it to a second video. We've gone through filming and editing, and it is finally delivered to you. I didn't think I would actually get to this second video. I know I have a lot of ideas and sometimes I get lazy, but I'm here, and so I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you guys have supported me. I'm glad you're watching. Today I kind of wanted to turn up the volume a little bit on the looks. I know we started off, just your basic blend, but today I know a lot of people have asked me about a cut crease, and although it does take a lot of practice, even with the shortcut or, with different ways to do it, but I figured maybe I should start with a simple cut crease so that you guys can get the idea, and we'll keep moving up from there. So if you guys want to see how I got this red goldish cut crease, please keep watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. Okay guys, let's get started. So I already have my brows and my foundation on. I feel like I did enough of that in the last video. So let's just get to the most important part, which is the eyeshadow. So we're gonna get started. Today I'm gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape to prime my eyes, because I don't know, I just want to switch it up. Just do that. Now we're gonna set that with none other than the RCMA setting powder. Like I did in the last video, I'm just gonna dab the top, the excess powder, and just put that everywhere. Okay, now ready to get down to business. Now, before I start, it's important for me to mention that this used to be much harder. When doing a cut crease, you had to be able to blend it in the form or the shape of the cut crease, but now that you can put concealer to kind of shape it out cleanly, this is much easier. Still, it could be difficult, but just power through it, work through it, and it's gonna look funky, but once you get that concealer and clean up that shape, you're gonna realize, like, okay, it was fine. So let me take this eyeliner brush, my current eyeliner brush that I got from Michael's. It's called I don't know, I just see something nickel. And literally, I lost my Sigma brush and didn't want to spend that much money for another one, so I went ahead and just went to Michael's and got this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Prism palette. I'm gonna take Obsidian, the black that's in this corner right here, and I'm just gonna start shaping my crease. In my natural crease, so we're not making anything right now. So get that and just tap and just start looking for your natural crease. Lightly start shaping that out. Light enough to where you can still blend it later, because you don't want to have a chunk of black and not be able to blend it out later. That's the worst. Next, we're going to go into the Modern Renaissance palette, and we're going to take this we're going to take this color here, Red Ochre, and we're just going to take this MAC 316 brush. We're just going to take that Red Ochre, and we're just going to start going over where we did that black line. Still with a very light hand. Next, I'm going to go in with this Morphe M519 brush, and I'm going to take the same Red Ochre, and now I'm going to just blow the blend out. So just basically, now you can be light but messy. Still light but messy. I'm just trying to lay down that blown out effect. Now that you got the black down, outline it in the red, just start blending. And I think it's important to mention that you guys really need to take your time with this part, because once you put the concealer down, there's no going back to this section. So however dramatic you want it, don't be afraid to sit there and keep adding color and blowing it out, because once you put that concealer, it's going to clean up everything. I will say, if you are going to go crazy with your blend, blend down. You don't want to go up way over here, because then that's when it starts to look ugly. Now I'm going to take my Violet VOSS Pro palette, the Ride or Die palette, and I'm going to go in and take this color in the corner, Amy, Amy, and I'm going to just deepen up that crease. This mirror is huge, I have to go this way. Trying to find my groove here with this mirror. Okay, let's keep it here. Deepen that red up, deepen that color. Okay, now I'm gonna go into my Huda Beauty Real Obsessions. I love this palette, and I'm gonna take the Morphe M441 brush. I'm gonna go into this middle color right here. I'm just going to blend that out to the top. And usually I put the transition color in the beginning, but I feel like when you're doing a cut crease, it just kind of blends all the colors together, that brown. So that's why in this situation I did it last. Now the fun part, we get to cut our crease. And basically, you get a concealer that is your skin tone, or you can even use the concealer you use to set under your eyes. And we're just gonna go ahead and follow that shape. And I like to kind of be a little dramatic and bring it up a little higher than my crease, because I don't have huge eyelids to use as a canvas like everybody else. So you kind of just, you can start small and then work your way up as you get comfortable. So let's do that. Okay, now that we have both of our eyes prepped and covered in concealer, we're going to go ahead and fill the color in with something I'm sure no one has seen forever, but I love this thing because I think it's very similar to my finger, and so that's why I feel like this does the best job for filling in your cut crease. And it's this. I know everybody played with this thing when they were playing with their mom's makeup when they were a kid. They'd get into it, and like I used to think, like, who in the world would ever put this or apply any kind of foundation or apply any kinds of eyeshadow with this? But later on I realized this is going to be the closest thing to your finger, and that's why it makes it amazing. Okay, now I'm going to go into the Prism palette again, and I'm going to take this color called Pyramid. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody has a gold. I feel like gold comes in every palette these days, so you can use any kind of, you don't even have to use any of the colors I used today in this video. You can use whatever you want, but I just love this gold for some reason. It's a shimmery gold, so we're just gonna pat that on there. And this is basically used to first pat on color. Later on we can transfer into a brush. I just feel like when it comes to the first application of your cut crease, this does the job for sure. So we're just gonna keep working on filling every part of that concealer in. So if you guys lost any of that blend while putting or placing down the gold, you can go back into the first spread that we worked with, which was the red ochre, because it's a little lighter. After you have the gold down and you want to bring the blend back, I don't suggest going back into the darker shade or the second shade you use, because then there'll be an issue if they have fallout and then you have to blend it much more further. You'll start to lose the concealer that you set down or the crease that you set down. So just go in with that lighter first color and just lightly go around your gold, and that's also going to make it look like this is your actual crease and not something you made. But just go in and lightly just bring that blend back in. Not a big deal. Take that blending brush, we use the transition color, just go in and clean it up. Okay, clean it up. Okay, I'm going to apply my eyeliner off camera because, like I said in my last video, I don't quite know how I can film it. It is a lengthy process of cleaning and using concealer to clean the lines, which I will promise I will get a video out soon on how to do that. But as for now, I'm going to do it off camera. And I'm back. Okay, I will give you guys a tip, and I will say if you intend on doing a wing liner with this look, make sure that you make the eyeliner wing very thin, because it'd be a little bit redundant for you to make this eyelid so that you can have this dramatic cut crease and you cover it up with this huge line for your eyeliner. So make it as thin as possible, as thin as possible, with it still being sharp, as you can see. Okay, so let's move forward. So now I'm gonna go on to concealer and the rest of my face. Like I said earlier, I already have foundation on. I'm gonna go in with two concealers today because I feel like I'm a little bit tired and my bags under my eyes are a little bit more noticeable today than others. And so usually I don't do two concealers at a time, but for those days where I feel extra tired, I do. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this Dior Skin Star concealer, and it's actually in my color, and I'm just gonna put that under first so that it kind of hides my eye bags. So I'm just gonna put it under. And at the same time, I'm gonna use this to kind of clean up that extra shadow where I blended a little too far down. I'm gonna go in with my #1 Stunna Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm just gonna lightly go over that. Okay, now we're gonna take our Patrick Star setting powder, like I used in my last video, and we're just gonna set our face. Now I'm gonna take my e.l.f. small taper brush and just pat and wipe away. This step is very easy. It doesn't have to be as hard as people make it, like baking. You don't have to leave it on for 2 minutes if you don't want to. You can just do it very briefly, like myself. I don't have time to sit here and bake, but maybe when I do my contouring video, I'll go in depth about that. Now we're gonna work on the bottom lash, bottom part of your eyelid, whatever, and we're just basically gonna do everything we did on the top as far as blending to the bottom. So I'm gonna go back into the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm gonna take Real Gar, and I'm just gonna start placing that at the bottom. And let me just say that because it's so dramatic on the top, you have to make sure that the bottom is as equally dramatic. So if going all the way down and blowing this out is not your thing, you're gonna have to make it, or make a special exception for this eye look, because if you're top heavy and the bottom's a match, it just looks really funky. So just go ahead and blow that out, blend for your lash. Okay, now we're gonna go back into the Violet Voss palette, get that Amy color and my MAC 315 brush, and just start slowly placing that under. Just tap it along. Go back with that Morphe brush, the M431, and just get more of that Amy color, tap it, and then just start slowly blending it. Light hand, just blend it. Gonna go back in with that M441, take that Real Gar, and just blend the red now so that it blends all together. And it seems kind of like you're doing the same steps over and over again, but that's basically how people have these seamless blended looks, is because you blend after placing the color and then you blend some more. So get used to blending, and after you get used to it, blend some more. Now that our eyeshadow's blended at the bottom, I know it looks crazy right now. It looks like, whoa, that went from 0 to 100 real quick. But once you get your falsies on, your eyeliner, and you have mascara at the bottom lashes, you're gonna realize that this is gonna go away and that you should have blended it out further. So don't be afraid to take it a little lower, because once you put everything on your eye, it's not gonna look as dramatic or as crazy, but it definitely is gonna match the top. So now I'm gonna take my eyeliner brush, which is the E38 from Morphe, dip it into my Maybelline Studio, and I'm just gonna apply that lightly to the bottom. I'm gonna go in with my eyelash curler and make sure my short, ugly lashes don't get in the way of my falsies. I'm gonna take any of the 50 million mascaras I have here and kind of coat my lashes now, because we've been working with such heavy shadows at the top. It has this, all the pigment have fallen on it, so you don't want that to be noticeable through your falsies. So just hit it with a little bit of mascara. And apply our lashes with my favorite star glue. You can get this eBay, Amazon, anywhere. It literally is the best glue. It's better than Duo. I think I mentioned this last time. It stays on for a very long time. It's waterproof, and it's just legit. Lastly, I go in with this voluminous Carbon Black from L'Oreal. Getting close to the end, guys. Now we're gonna go in and do our face. So I'm gonna take my Rimmel Natural Bronzer. I'm gonna just hit my face in the 3. Bring some color. Next, I'm gonna take this Luminoso from Milani and the Baked Blush. And I'm just gonna use my Morphe E4, so I'm just gonna hit my cheeks. And because it's such a heavy eye look, I went with a lighter blush color. Next, I'm going back in with the M527 and the Sonia Kashuk Goddess bronzer in number 40. And I'm gonna do the same thing, 3. So I have a goddess glow. The moment we've all been waiting for, including myself. I'm going to try the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Time and Resi highlighter, and I'm super excited about this because Resi is queen when it comes to highlight. So let's see. And already it has that nice wave. It kind of reminds me of the original Estee Lauder Heat Wave. So I'm just gonna take this R31 from Morphe. Just okay. And see, this is why I don't use this brush that much. I feel like it's hard to pick up product as much as I want. I'm just going to switch back over to my Morphe 310, which is basically a fan brush. And okay, now we're talking. We are talking, people. That is what I'm talking about. See that? Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, then I'm just gonna hit my nose. Just take that all the way up a little bit. The brush, hit my upper lip a little bit. Next, I'm gonna take this lip liner from NYX in brown, and I'm just gonna line my lips to prep it for color. Okay, now I'm gonna take this kind of like a burnt orange, dark, I don't know how to really explain it, but it's a very fall color, and it's from Sephora. I don't know if you guys ever have tried their cream satin lip stains, but it's a really, really good formula. So if you're looking for a lip color that's not in the 20 range like everything else, definitely check them out. They have tons of colors, and they've added so much more since then, and I think they're like $13 to $14, so make sure to check them out because the formula is just amazing. It's really creamy, and that's what I look for when I look for lip colors. Something creamy, because if you wear them all day and you have dry lips like I do, they don't feel so good after a couple hours. And for our last and final step, I'm gonna go ahead and take this Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. This is the best setting powder or setting spray in my opinion. It smells great. It gives you that shiny, sun-kissed, nice glow. I'm just gonna, and that is it. And I hope you guys learned something. I hope I taught you something that you didn't know before. I mean, just like anything, practice makes perfect. And now that we have the concealer trick, you don't have to really be good at blending. You just have to know how to do it, the basics of it. So I hope that you guys were able to complete this look, or come closer to getting this look than you've ever been because of this video. Let me know I'm helping you. And if you guys want to see anything, let me know, because I'm running out of ideas. Just kidding, no I'm not. And maybe we can add color, do fun things, or just things you guys want to see me do. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.